I started listening to Madonna for the very first time just a couple of months ago with her debut album after only hearing a couple of songs from her ever. Specifically, after reacting to her new track, Bring Your Love, with Sabrina Carpenter, it got me interested in catching up on some of Madonna's music so that I could listen to this new album. Obviously, there was no way I was going to be able to listen to everything Madonna's ever released before this. I only had a couple of months, but I did listen to her first 10 studio albums from her self titled up through Confessions on a Dance Floor in 2005. All of those full listens are available right now over on my Patreon. I believe five of them are already available here on YouTube. Her debut, Like a Virgin, True Blue, Like a Prayer, and then I jumped ahead to Confessions to get that out to YouTube before this one. But the rest of them will be coming to YouTube as well eventually. But today, we are finally listening to her brand new release album, Confessions 2. It's interesting, everywhere that I see here as I bring up the artwork, everywhere that I've seen, it's literally called Confessions 2, not Confessions on a Dance Floor 2. They just shortened to Confessions 2. I think that's for the best. I think Confessions 2 is a good title. And I do like this artwork. Oh, it's on this side. I do like this artwork for the album as well. It's a little bit different. It has a different vibe from the original. It didn't like, she's not just recreating the original album cover here. I think that's very interesting. And I like this look. After listening to Confessions and after listening to Bring Your Love a couple months ago, I'm definitely expecting, some club bangers, that dance sound. We'll see what we get. Headphones on. And again, if you want to listen to any of my music reactions, I do them all live and then post them full uncut over on my Patreon, in many cases well before they ever make it to YouTube. So you can check that out there. All right, y'all. I have not kept up with the singles or anything. I like to do just the lead single, like I did for the Olivia album, just the lead single, and then I wait until the album. So the only track I have heard anything of is Bring Your Love, which was a track I really did like. With that being said, I think it'd be fun as I look over the track list here to claim a song. This is kind of a trend that I've seen online where before you listen to any of it, you claim one that you think might be your favorites, or that will be one that you really enjoy. So looking through the track list here, I'm going to pick Love Sensation. If anyone has already listened to any of these tracks, please do not put them in the chat. I don't want to know any expectations going in. But I'm going to pick Love Sensation just because I like that title. And I like love songs. And just the title Love Sensation from Madonna makes me feel like it might be an enjoyable track, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay. That's my track. But we're going to start, of course, with track number 1, the opener, I Feel So Free. Here we go.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Sometimes I like to just hide in the shadows. Create a new persona, a different identity. I can be whoever I want to be. Create a new persona. Honestly, I wish I could be like other people and just not care. But out here, on the dance floor, I feel so free.
Oh, by the way, it all started like this.
Okay.
So how's your evening so far?
Don't be a vibe killer.
This definitely sounds like an album opener, almost like an intro to the album. I dig it.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
It's really hard for me to trust people. Can you blame me?
I don't think I can blame you, Madonna. No, it seems pretty fair.
I know what people like me. That's
Interesting.
That's why I like to go dancing. Safety in numbers.
We getting a drop?
Safety in numbers.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
So interesting hearing her current voice.
It's dangerous with just one person. That's not a nice feeling. But out here on the dance floor, I feel so free. I can't explain. On the dance floor. I feel so free.
So lonely, I can't take it anymore. Give me champagne so I can get on the floor tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right. I feel so free. I feel so free.
Loving the production already.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, baby, let's do it right.
So how's your evening so far?
I feel so free. I feel so free. I feel so free. I feel so free. Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
Is it gonna mix in? Is it gonna transition well?
Everything.
Hey, look at that transition. This is good for the soul.
Traveling through space and time.
Ooh.
Stellar helix unwind. Don't forsake, go, the love will die. Don't forget your love, alright. On the spiral light we fly. We will be one, we will be divine. Oh, the spirits, they all intertwine. Don't forget that it's good for the soul. To let down your hair and breathe in the air. Good for the soul. Up to the sky, 1,000 birds fly. Good for the soul. The ones that you love will keep you above. Good for the soul. So just dance in the rain, no need to explain.
Oh, I like that. Some synths in there?
It's good for the soul to let down your hair and breathe in the good for the soul. Up to the sky, 1,000 birds fly for the soul.
I am enjoying that kind of like slight choppiness they're mixing into her vocals. Is this gonna fade? Is the whole thing gonna transition together? Ooh, I like this outro. That kind of fades out. That fades out well enough. The first track into this one was such a solid, obvious transition. I let it play, but that faded out. So yeah, first of all, I want to say this is exactly what I was expecting in terms of a, modern version of that first Confessions album and what I heard off of Bring Your Love in terms of very EDM, very club banger. The first one, I Feel So Free. I thought that was a great intro to the album. Kind of have her speaking about dance and kind of using it as a metaphor. You could take it either as for romantic relationships or even for sex, and she's talking about in that song about how she doesn't know who she can trust. It's dangerous to just trust one person, like being in a relationship with one person, having sex with one person. But with dancing, you're out on the dance floor, there's safety in numbers, everyone's there to have a good time, to dance, and you just kind of trust everyone. You could also kind of meld that into a sexual metaphor as well, but either way, I really enjoyed that. It was kind of a pardon the crude analogy here, but a little bit of a lubricant for this album, if you understand what I'm saying. It kind of got you ready for this album, and it really worked on me. I really enjoyed it. And then Good for the Soul, I love the mix on her vocals in particular there. There was also some what sounded like synths on there as well that I liked, but I really enjoyed when she's singing. It wasn't too much, it didn't take you out of it, it wasn't distracting, but you could tell just kind of a little bit of chops put into her vocals or a little bit of mix on them. I really enjoyed that. So far it's just a vibe. I think this album might just be a vibe, and that's totally cool. Especially, I'm a EDM fan. My wife's an EDM fan as well, probably even more so than me. And I think this is definitely something we would be listening to, in the car for sure. I'm digging it so far. I'm wondering though how many of the tracks are going to be standout versus just the whole thing being a vibe. We'll see, but I'm enjoying those so far. One Step Away is track number 3. Basically, how I'll handle this in terms of the transitions is if I feel like as the song's ending, it's very much like how that first one went into Good for the Soul, I'll let it play. But if there's any kind of fade out or slow down in the rhythm, then I'll pause, particularly if I have a lot to say. If I don't have a lot to say, then I might just let it play. But here we go. One Step Away is track number 3.
Ready?
Whoa.
People think that dance music is superficial, but they've got it all wrong. The dance floor is not just a place. It's a threshold.
Threshold mention.
A ritualistic space where movement replaces language.
Yeah, we're hitting Warp 10 with this song. We're crossing the threshold. I want to know who this guy is on these tracks. Let me see if I can find out.
One step away from your freedom, one breath away from the dance of blood, one step away from your heartbeat, one step away, yeah, you're one step away, understand your violence, in the trauma you survive, nobody's free until they're broken.
Is it Stuart Price? Oh, it's a sample? Okay. some more religious language. Did Madonna ever become religious? Is she religious now? I don't know.
One step away. One step away. You're just one step away. You're one step away. Everything's alright.
All right, you know what's next. Bring your love. Sabrina Carpenter.
Ask yourself this.
This is the only track I've heard, and I've heard it a few times since my reaction. It's all over the radio and stuff, and I've listened to it, so
For them,
still enjoying it.
I got something I want to talk about.
Let's see how it fits on the album.
Sabrina, Madonna. I got something I want to talk about.
Don't comment on my ideas. I don't want your judgment or your expectations. Don't wind me up like a toy. Your vision of me is a killer of joy. I know where the bodies are buried. Don't try to shut me up. Don't try to distract me with numbers.
Their voices go so well together.
Cause you cannot shake me. Bring your cause you'll never break me. Bring your cause you cannot take me down. Don't rely on my moral compass or my discretion. I have a confession. Don't shove your fears down my throat. Before I can speak, I can't even breathe. I know where the bodies are buried. Don't try to shut me up. Don't try to distract me with numbers. I did it all for love.
Bring it, Sabrina. You got something to say about it.
Cause you cannot shake me.
Such a banger.
Cause you'll never break me. Cause you cannot take me down. Cause you cannot shake me. Cause you'll never break me. Cause you cannot take me down. Don't wanna compromise.
There we go.
Sabrina, I got something I want to talk about. Madonna, I got something I want to talk about. Talk about, talk about. I got something I want to talk about. Talk about, talk about. I got something I want to talk about. Talk about, talk about, talk about, talk about, talk about.
All right, we're fading in there to Danceteria. I am gonna stop it because we just did 2 more tracks. Cash, what's up? Glad you're here. That was track number 4 out of 16, so you didn't miss too much. Don't worry. But I gotta say, personal bias admitted. Obviously, I'm a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan, so that track is still a highlight to me of these first 4. I mean, I think they're vocals just go so well together. I wouldn't say that Sabrina reminds me of young Madonna in terms of how their voice sounds. I think they're quite different. Like comparing Sabrina to like a Virgin or even like a Prayer. I think they're different sounding. But on this track specifically, Sabrina's voice matching so well. It's almost like she's more similar to the more recent Madonna. But I think they work so well on that track together. Honestly, I hope they do more together. I don't see that. Obviously, they don't have any other features here together on this album, but I would love to see more of them together because that was great. And I still think that's just a banger, just a straight up banger. So we'll see if anything can top that for me. I liked that fade in here to the next track, Danceteria, track number 5. Great name. Let's give it a listen.
Get off the train, 456, walk to the club, don't wait for shit. Meet this boy named Martin Burgoyne. He's my best friend, he's my boy toy. We see the line, it's way too long, cut to the front. There's Harry Montauk, waves us in, no empty enders.
Interesting.
I'm sure you understand this. Way backstage, get into my car, drive to the disco, have a drink at the bar. People they might talk about us, yeah. I don't care. It's not what I say, it's not what I do. It's how my body responds to you.
There we go.
Just wanna lose myself in the groove. Get over here. Everybody get up and dance.
Oh, hell yeah. Great drop.
Everyone here is a work of art. Everybody get up and dance.
Everybody dance now.
Everyone here is a work of art. Everybody get up and dance. Get on the elevator. I run into Debbie Mazar. Take us to the 3rd floor. Walk us to the dance
Had a
floor.
little elevator ding in there.
See Mark Games is the DJ. He's a DJ. Hide the cocaine. He played my tape, everybody. This is how we start the party.
Oh, he played my tape, everybody. Nice. Nice callback.
Temperature is rising and the sweat's dripping down. Everybody's watching now. Oh yeah. I don't care.
Oh, man.
It's not
Sweat's dripping.
It's not what I do. It's how my body responds to you. I just wanna lose myself in the groove. Get over here.
Into the groove.
Everybody get up and dance. Everyone here is a work of art. Everybody get up and dance. Everyone here is a work of art. Everybody get up and dance. This is how we start the party. There's Fat Five Freddy and Basquiat, Keith, Harry, and Kenny Sharp. Everyone came from Shafrazi to the beat. There's Merrick Hall and a guy named Fred. See these guys spinning on their head. There's Rocksteady Crew and Crazy Legs. Puerto Rican boys, they make me crazy. They make me crazy. Lyle Rogers and David Byrne. B-52s had money to burn. Lounge lizards has so much style. Lower East Side, they can walk on the wild side. Do 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 do. Let's have some fun. Let's have a little fun. Everybody get up and dance.
Oh, shit.
Everybody get
Oh,
Everybody get up and dance.
shit. Woo. Yes, I am a work of art. Thank you, Dark. You're all works of art, all of you here, says Madonna. Everybody in this shed is a work of art. Exactly. What's up, Sixto? Dan, that was a banger. It's funny. A lot of references here in the song now. I'll be honest. Most of the names don't mean anything to me. I don't know any of these people. Nile Rodgers, I think I've heard that name before. But references to, he played my tape, Everybody, off the debut album. And then talking about getting into the groove as well. I still think, obviously, I still think Into the Groove would be her best, club banger dance song. But talk about if a sequel album, this is almost like a sequel song to the track Everybody, and I like this one a lot more. Not that that was it's a fine song, but but this one I really like this. I didn't know how I was gonna feel at first doing the whole spoken word gimmick that she's done in the past, but I think it actually worked here with the beat. But my favorite part of it, though, is that drop into the chorus. That's and with as Madonna's getting more into the kind of EDM stuff that I've been just starting to listen to in the early 2000s. I've been excited to hear those, and there have been a few really good ones, but this one was great with that drop into the chorus, and then the everybody get up and dance. And she also sang a little bit on this too. I didn't, so a little mix of the spoken word and the singing as well. The register of her voice actually seemed a little bit higher than the rest of the album so far. So yeah, that was another highlight for me. What a back to back, Bring Your Love and then Danceteria. And then Matt here in my chat is saying Danceteria operated in New York City from 1980 to 86. So she's talking a little bit about maybe some nostalgia on her part about a club she used to go to. All right, track number 6, Read My Lips. Oh, okay. Some booming bass here in this one. No, an echoey voice in the background. Ah, yeah, there's the guitar. I'll just have a little bit of a Spanish vibe.
You're giving leading actor. You wanna steal the show. Shut your mouth.
Oh, and this one's a collab. Feed? Fide?
I don't believe a word that you say. I wonder if you liked it this way. I know, I know, I know, I know. You are not my friend, never were.
Damn.
Read my lips, yeah. Tell it to my face, yeah. And you cut me with your lies. 'Cause you hurt me with your kiss, and I realize you're just broken, broken up inside.
Damn.
And I ate the poison fruit. Yeah, it knocked me off my feet, but I will survive. You like to be a bully. You like to always win. Shut your mouth. You have to be the hero. You make a mess and go. Shut your mouth. I don't believe a word that you say. I wonder if you liked it this way. I know, I know, I know, I know. You are not my friend, never were. Read my lips, yeah. Tell it to my face, yeah. And you cut me with your lies. 'Cause you hurt me with your kiss, and I realize you're just broken.
Damn. Rip to whoever she's talking about here.
And I ate the poison fruit.
She came across someone who really did a number.
Me off my feet, but I will survive.
Switching it up.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, here we go. That was awesome. Shut your mouth. All right. Wow. Okay. I think for the first time ever, I'm trying to think back on what I've listened to. I'm trying to think about in Love Song how much of that had Prince on the vocals. But I think for the first time ever listening to a Madonna song, my favorite part is the feature, is the collab verse. This is from, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. His name is Feed. It's Feid. He's a Colombian singer, and it says stage name comes from the words faith in God and in himself. Interesting. Never heard of this guy, but I really, really liked that. I really liked his verse. And his inclusion here on the track. The Madonna stuff I thought was fine. It wasn't like a highlight so far on the album for me. I liked the guitar inclusion, a little bit of that more, I guess it'd be Colombian style and instrumentation. But then once he came in, I really liked that. Not that I, again, not that it was like the Madonna part was bad or anything, but he was a real highlight for me. I might have to go check him out, check out some of his music, because I really enjoyed that. All right. Up next, track number 7. So this, yeah, track number 7, Everything. Sounding a bit cinematic here.
When I close my eyes, everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay, it blows my mind.
Uh-oh, she's mad about no one wanting to go outside. The young kids. She said, get off that tablet.
It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
Whoa! She doesn't fuck with your tablet, bro. She saw Toy Story 5.
What did you just say? Your words have no meaning. You showed up too late. I'm up here on the ceiling. It's like a cold sweat. I'm hot with no feeling. I try to ascend. It's my spiritual healing. Close my eyes.
Oh, there's a choppiness in the vocals again. We all have to go touch grass today, guys.
It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
Oh, shit. Oh, slowing it down with the guitar.
I just wanna shut you down. Why you gotta hang around?
It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
When I close my eyes, everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay, it blows my mind.
Oh, here we go.
It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
Everything is crystallized. Everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay, it blows my mind. So come inside into the night. So come inside into the night.
Ooh,
That's the greatest amount of darkness.
and then ending it all cinematic again. I love this.
The greatest light.
Wow. Okay, wow. That one might be my favorite so far. It's definitely up there with Bring Your Love. I really, really liked that. I think Everything is a good title, but I low-key wish he had just called it I Don't Fuck With It, to be honest. I think that would have been a good title. And it would have been a more memorable title, I feel like. I feel like Everything, it's like people might not remember that as much, but if it was called I Don't Fuck With It, too on the nose, I guess. We're talking about Madonna, so I mean. But no, I really liked that. I know I was kind of taking the piss out of it a little bit with the old man yells at Cloud about people not going outside, but I just love the I mean the whole track is on the nose, you know? It's like it blows my mind. No one wants to go outside, yet here I am. I want to go to the club. I want to dance, you know, all this stuff. Just kind of pissed off at the current generation, or not even current generation. I mean, it's all generations, like everyone, because of technology. Like I've never been someone that goes to clubs or anything like that, so I don't know how it's been affected by that, but I would imagine that that scene has probably been affected by technology and, you know, whatever the case as well. So her putting that message into this absolute banger of a production with the EDM and then also with the guitar. I gotta give it up so far. I'm loving this production. It looks like it's Stuart Price. He's on the guitar here. He's also like a writer, producer, engineer on this album. I don't know if she's worked with him in the past or what else this guy has done, but I'm really been enjoying this one. Right up there with the production we heard from Mirwaz, I think was his name. Um, so I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I really liked that one. It's okay for a song to be on the nose or be blunt once in a while. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's especially with an album like this. It's like you want to have fun. All right, well, this next track, track number 8, I believe. Yeah, track number 8. So we're now officially on the second half of the album. This will be the midway point rather. This was the song that I had claimed before we started, only based on the title, Love Sensation. We'll see if I am happy about that after we listen to it. It's time for you to get to their club. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe when I'm traveling somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to the club here in freaking Cleveland, Ohio, but maybe if I travel somewhere better, then I'll go to a club. Okay. Love Sensation. Here we go.
When I wanna bring you near, 'cause you bring a smile right here. You chase away my darkest hours when we go walking. Sunlight's all around you, it's all around you. And did I mention you always bring me back with your pure intention? Baby, wanna get with me? That's something that I gotta do. Baby, when you're here with me, there's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't do. It's more than love,
This seems musically very similar to Bring Your Love.
knowing that I can feel trust when I feel let down. Yeah, you tell me I should take it slow. Whenever I doubt you, I have a premonition, and I can see clearly where I should be. You set me free with your love sensation, love sensation, love sensation, love sensation. Baby, wanna get with me? There's something that I gotta do. Baby, when you're here with me,
I mean,
nothing that we can't do.
it literally sounds like I could be like, bring your love. It sounds like the exact same.
It's a drug that I can't stop taking. Baby, let's get high, live it up to the sky. On your love sensation, good vibration, love sensation. On your love sensation, good vibration, love
Those good vibrations.
On your love sensation, good vibration. 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 Love sensation. Baby, wanna get with me? There's something that I gotta do. Baby, when you're here with me, there's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't do. That we can't do. That we can't do. That we can't do. That we can't. That we can't. That we can't. That we can't. That we can't.
Sounding like a pretty good fade here. Oh, no, okay.
Good vibration, love sensation.
Thought maybe I was gonna keep up the beat there into the next one, but because the next track also starts with love. But no, well, unfortunately, I think I took an L on this one. Not saying this was a bad song, but definitely not my favorite thus far. And I can't get out of my head. It literally. Am I crazy? Like it sounds like she made this track or was working on this track and then like was able to get Sabrina Carpenter on a track, so she reworked it into Bring Your Love, but then just also made Love Sensation. That's how similar it sounds to me. Like it's like it sounds very, very similar. Not that that inherently makes it bad or whatever, but it's just like very odd to me that it sounds like an early draft of Bring Your Love. Bring Your Love is just a better track. Very interesting. But overall, besides that, I thought it was fine. All right, up next, we're on to the second half here. Love Without Words.
Call it trance, call it house, call it love without words.
Yeah.
Call it trance. Call it house. Call it love without words. Call it love without words. Love without
What's up,
words.
TL?
Love without words.
We have to come inside, baby. Free yourself in love is on the other side. We only got all night to baby party all night long, party all night long. We all learn from what's outside, but love coming in. You gotta burn just like a fire, but from within. We come from the rhythm that set us free.
Call it trance. Call it house. Call it love without words. Call it trance. Call it techno. Call it love without words.
You are a sister to me, and I'm living on the neon. You are a brother to me, and I didn't want to own it. We all learn from what's outside, but love coming in. You gotta burn just like a fire, but from within. We come from the rhythm that set us free.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit.
Please come in to love. Come to the club, come into the club of love. Come to the club, come into the club of love. Come to the club, come in.
What a bridge here.
Club of love. Come to the club, come into the club. Call it trance. Call it house. Call it love without words. Call it love without words. Love without words. Love without words. Love without words.
This is a club. This is a temple of sweat and surrender.
Nice.
Where rhythm replaces reason and movement. When we dance, it makes our heads turn.
Call it love without words. Love without words. Love without words. Without words.
Damn, okay. What a start to the second half of this album. I really enjoyed that. I mean, definitely more than the previous track in terms of both starting with the word love, this one being love without words. How about the keyboard coming in? I think they really cooked with the production on that one. A lot of stuff thrown into that one. I really liked it, but I think my favorite part was actually the bridge on that, the come into the club of love, and just the repetitive of that, and that kind of the bass coming in there. I really loved that. Um, and I love the verse which says, "This is a club. This is a temple of sweat and surrender, where rhythm replaces reason and movement. When we dance, it makes our heads turn." That's some of my favorite lyrics so far on this album. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a good one. Quite a banger. All right, up next, track number 10, I believe. Right? Yeah, track number 10. This is Bizarre, and it is another collab. This one with an artist I am familiar with, Martin Garrix. I am familiar with Martin Garrix. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm like a huge fan. I can't like name a bunch of their songs, but I definitely am familiar, so that excites me a little bit for this one. Let's see.
Love is the strangest thing. Just when you think you
True.
finally let go, it comes back to you.
Movie star, deep blue eyes, and Hollywood were a perfect prize. He drove way too fast. Shelby Cobra wasn't meant to last.
Oh, some 80s vibe there.
Cup it for us, but you won't share it. I guess you're threatened by me. You won't admit it. The little things that you did that made me want you. The fire was so intense. Ooh, no love can be so bizarre. Yeah, only love can be so bizarre.
So true.
Only love can be so bizarre. I know I left you behind and you resent me. 1,000 reasons why you could never have me. The thought of being with you is so indecent. I guess you'll never know my dirty little secret.
Ooh.
Now you're gone and I feel so empty. Why do you tempt me? Ooh, no love can be so bizarre.
Extremely catchy. Might be the catchiest hook so far.
Only love can be so bizarre. Only love can be so bizarre. Love can be so bizarre. Only love can be so bizarre.
All right, slowing it down.
Movie star, deep blue eyes, and Hollywood were a perfect prize. He drove way too fast. Shelby Cobra wasn't meant to last. Now you're gone, I feel so empty. Why do you tempt me? Why do you tempt me? Ooh, no love can be so bizarre.
There's the drop.
Yeah, only love can be so bizarre. Only love can be so bizarre. Who knew that love could be so? Who knew that love could be so impossible to control? Now you know. Ooh, no love can be so bizarre. Yeah, only love can be so bizarre. Only love can be so bizarre.
Hell yeah. Woo! All right. I really, really loved that. That was kind of a more 80s sound than a lot of the rest of the album. The rest of the album, the Stuart Price production has sounded very kind of just what I would expect out of current EDM. That's not a good or bad thing. It's just that shit, that kind of sound. This one was a little bit more of a retro type sound to it with those again that I can never think of the name, but the kind of like futuristic neon vibe synth sounds that are going on. I really like that. Um and just the whole just the her singing was probably my favorite of her singing on this album so far. And I loved the hook, and who knew love could be so bizarre, only love could be so bizarre. I think that's spot on. I think love is one of the most magical things about humanity, but at the same time, it's also like the weirdest thing that we experience, right? So I really love that. I'm gonna be listening to that a ton. I can already tell. So I'm much more of an album guy than a playlist guy. I feel like in modern music, a lot of people are playlist guys or gals or whatever. I'm much more of a when I get in the car, I typically throw on an album over a playlist. But even with that being said, if I was doing a playlist or just listening to individual tracks, Bizarre would definitely be one for me. All right, up next, School. Interesting. Okay.
There's only one thing I like more than sharing what I know with other people, and that's learning.
Okay.
Please, someone teach me something I don't already know.
School in the bedroom? Oh boy.
I can make moves on a dance floor. I can make love on a dance floor. Tell me you're a
Ooh.
man, but you're not so. Tell me that you love me, but you don't know. I can make moves on a dance floor. I can make love on a dance floor. Say that you're a man, but you're not so. Tell me that you love me, but you don't know. Don't know, don't know, don't know, don't know, don't know.
Once I had a masterpiece that burned in the fire. Maybe you're Picasso, but you're also a liar. I need a blank canvas and I'll paint my desire. Can you fit my frame? I know you love to be wild. I only need a few things. It can be so easy. I think I need to show you the way. Maybe I'm not your mother. I'd rather be a lover, lover, School is in session.
I can make moves on a dance floor.
It's got a good drop.
Love on a dance floor. Tell me you're a man, but you're not so.
School is in session. Pay me with your memory and not with your eyes. I am not colorblind and I won't compromise. If I was your dealer, I would give you my cut. When you have a vision, then I think we can touch. I only need a few things. It could be so easy. I think I need to show you the way. Maybe I'm not your mother. I'd rather be a lover,
Oh, how about this? Are we gonna get a good drop here?
I can make moves on a dance floor. I can make love on a dance floor.
There we go.
Man, but you're not so.
Tough. All right. Wow, I feel very interesting that one. I feel like at first I liked the concept more than the execution of it at first, like this idea of school is in session about her having sex with this man and teaching him her ways basically. And I really liked that idea, and I really love the in the chorus, I can make moves on the dance floor, I can make love on a man's floor. Fire pen. um Lyrically, but for some reason it wasn't really actually hooking me in the song itself. In like that the first half of it, I was like, okay, okay. I don't know how I felt about the whole like rough background vocals that were like saying, sex, romance, blind ambition. I don't know what those vocals were in the background. um and it was just like interesting. Once we got to the bridge though, I really liked that bridge. um and then the drop into the hook. So I liked the second half of the song a bit more, I think. Overall, I don't know, it feels like I really want to like it, and like just the idea of what that song's about. It's like kind of the dirtiest song on the album too, which I like, but it's I don't know, just like the execution of it was a bit the sound was a bit odd early on. So I don't know how I feel about it. That's one I'm gonna have to listen to more, let it sit with me a little bit more. But I think I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, a few more listens. Yeah, I think it's one of those where you gotta, yeah, a few more listens. I think it'll grow on me a little bit more, but definitely gonna be stuck in my head though for sure. And I loved it lyrically and all of that. So that was an interesting one. Okay, so what's this? 16, 14, 13. We're at track number 12. Okay, we're getting to the fourth quarter of the album here almost. We're finishing up the third quarter, I guess. This one is called Fragile.
People really think that there's a beginning and an ending to this thing called life. But energy never dies. This is just a portal.
Oh, okay, one of those theories about energy.
Still,
We're just here for a moment, but our energy will go on.
to let go, to let go, to let go, to let go, let go.
We share a name, a home. We share a fragile bond. Now you're gone.
This one's about our brother who passed away. How recently did he pass away? 2024. Damn. Rest in peace.
This is the part I hate the most. The words inside my heart. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. When I'm alone,
The guitar coming in.
see you standing there. I see inside your soul, and I feel whole. We were so lost. As children we would dream. We thought we'd run away, and we'd be free. This is the part I hate the most. The words inside my heart. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. You've been I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. You've been hurt.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be a Madonna album without a personal track, at least one, right? And obviously that, um, as Nicholas said here in my chat about her brother passing away, you know, then access my condolences to you there as well. Yeah, obviously sad material. Totally get why she'd want to put that on her album. Madonna's always someone that's personal, that's raw. So I'm glad to see that that's still the case, even in her current work. So yeah, definitely a personal song, not one I'm really gonna, tackle like from a musical element or anything like that. Um, but yeah, that sucks. I've never had to deal with, the loss of a sibling. I have three brothers myself. Hopefully, it's a very long time before I have to deal with anything like that. But it's still relatable, to someone to go through that. So we have four tracks left here on the album. This one's actually the only collab that says feature. The rest of them are like an and collaboration. This one is a feature. Stromae. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's called "My Sins Are My Savior." All right.
Je n'étais pas perdu.
Some French in the beginning.
Cassé. Ils ont essayé de me faire tomber. Je m'en fous. Mes péchés sont mon sauveur. My way of life.
Viens ici. Écoute un peu. Croyant faire le bien, en fait ils t'ont fait du mal. Cassant les murs qui les aveuglaient, tu as libéré des âmes. Les fils
All right.
passer la lumière. La lumière est la plus belle des armes. L'amour est la plus forte des armures. Tu as toujours été son soldat.
Around the world. My way of life. My way of life. I was not lost. I was just broken. They tried to take me down. They tried to take my crown. They whispered lies. They tried to break me. But I would not give in. My sins are my savior.
Sounds like we're getting a nice transition here to the next track. This next one's titled Betrayal. Got the piano coming in. Oh, that didn't really transition at all. Okay, I thought we were gonna transition. I like this. I got almost like a smooth jazz sound.
When the book of love is written, I am the writer, and by the last page, you will not be mentioned.
Ooh.
It's not because you never loved me. It's just because you lost your faith.
Loving the instrumentation on this.
This is the story of betrayal. You couldn't see your fall from grace. So take the hammer, hit the nail. You'll never take my mother's place.
Rhyming betrayal with nail. Nice.
Open the dam, let the water crush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. The chapters, they are many, the verses, they are few. I hope that when it's over, I'll still think of you. It's not because I can't forgive you. It's just because I lost my faith.
Oh, now she lost her faith.
This is the story of survival.
Oh man, I love that trumpet.
From grace. So take the hammer, hit the nail. You'll never take my mother's place. Open the dam, let the water crush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
You know, instrumentally, this sounds more like a Bond song than her Bond song.
Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And we're dancing, yes, we're dancing together. Forever, you betrayed me, you enslaved me. We're together till the end. And we're dancing, yes, we're dancing, not together forever. Used to hate you, I don't hate you, but forever till the end. Open the dam, let the water crush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Wow, okay. I never thought, after listening to the first few tracks on this album, did not think we'd be getting a slow trumpet sound song on the album. I really enjoyed that. It's much different, definitely a departure from what's been going on here on the album. But I really enjoyed it. Definitely my kind of sound. So, you know, that's going to appeal to me right away. Very smooth. Her voice was almost had like a, I don't know if it was the vocoder, but it had like definitely a robotic element to it that they put on it. And lyrically talking about, you know, this love that she had where they lost their faith in it and then she lost her faith in it. It's a story of betrayal, you know, and all of those things. But then she says to open the dam, let the water crash in, just to let it go. Maybe talking about the end of the relationship. But yeah, it seems pretty heavy. I don't know if she's talking about a real relationship in her life or not, but yeah, I enjoyed that one. That one for me is going to be one where it's like the deep cut of the album. You know what I mean? Where it's like I don't know if that's going to make it into my top 3 for this one, but it's like, oh, yeah, the Confessions too. Like what's a song you like that's like a deeper cut? Betrayal, you know, I feel like that's a good one. All right, 2 songs left. So that means it is time for the penultimate track of this album, The Test. And this is her last collab, it looks like, with Lola Leon. Not an artist I'm familiar with. Let's give it a listen. Oh, this is her daughter? Her firstborn daughter. Wow.
Little star, I tried to put you on a pedestal.
Yeah, the little star. Yep.
Didn't ask for all the flashing lights. I didn't think of how we could disturb or how it hurt. I wish I knew the pain it caused. My butterfly was always being watched. I know they try to put us to the test. We're not the same, but I'm treading on your footsteps. Sometimes I think you wish I'd go away, but my shadow stays, and it's okay to be yourself. I know they try to put us to the test. You're not to blame, but you need to be free now. You made me whole when I was broken too, and I hope and pray I can do the same for you. Shining on our skin.
All right. This is my first time ever hearing Lola Leon. Ooh.
Make it a landscape, make it alive. I know they try to put you to the test. I'm not so different, time is knocking on my doorstep. You showed me the razor sharp laser vision. Real brave will make you feel kinda different. I know they try to put us to the test. I'm not the same, I'm not hanging on your coattail. Sometimes I wish I could multiply. You better know you are all around me.
Wow.
You are all around me. You're shining on our skin, you're shining on us, surrounding all around you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, not gonna be my favorite song on the album, but how cute that they do a song together like that and about that. And like the entire song is basically just about, how their mother and daughter love for each other. Like, that's great. I'm glad that they have a good relationship and everything like that. I've never heard Lola Leon, but her voice was very good here. I definitely would like to check her out. Maybe that's something I could do a reaction to, but I don't know musically how much she's released. I quickly looked her up. I saw she's 29. And also does like modeling and stuff like that. So I don't know how much her music career is like a focus or something she does. Before this track, I'd never even known that any of Madonna's children did anything musically. So all brand new to me, but in her verse and Lola's verse, she talks about, you are my reason to be, what I want or look like, what I wear, all the clothes on my back, what I attract. I mean, giving all that credit to her mother, that's just very heartwarming that they have that kind of relationship. That's great to see. So, just a cute song and definitely an evolution for Madonna to go from, singing songs on her earlier albums about the birth of her daughter and how much she loves her daughter to now making music with her daughter. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, that's awesome. So the only thing I'd say is I'm surprised that's not the last track because it seems like something that could be fitting for like the last track, right? Like, oh, have the song with my daughter, the next generation. But we have one more song, the final track of the album, LES Girl. LES is an acronym here. I don't know what it stands for. We're about to find out. Final track of the album, under 3 minutes. So let's take a listen.
On Avenue B, she paints her lips cherry red. Mirror cracked in her head, eyeliner smeared, running out the door. Still there from the night before, Lower East Side girl.
Oh, Lower East Side girl. Okay.
Lost in a fragile world. The night is kind, the day is blue. Everything fades away except for you. She wears his leather jacket out in the rain, sleeps to forget his name. Polaroids are taped to the wall. Can't forget that boy at all. Lower East Side girl, lost in a fragile world, ignored all the signs. The rent was overdue. Everything fades away except for you.
All right, just a nice little nostalgic love ballad here.
He played guitar on St. Mark's Place, had a Marlon Brando face, painted nails the same shade as his boots, bleach blonde dirty roots. Lower East Side girl, lost in a fragile world, drank too much whiskey, cigarettes when he kissed me. Lower East Side boy, I wasn't meant for you.
Not where I would have guessed for the finale of the album. It's interesting.
Everything fades away.
All right, y'all. And with that, we just listened to, I'd say, one of her longer albums, 16 tracks. I don't think it's as long duration-wise as Erotica because these tracks were not that long. I mean, it started with the 5-minute track, but that is the longest track on here. These were not long tracks by Madonna standards for sure. So even with 16 tracks, just over an hour. And I'll be honest, I did not know what to think going into this, because obviously my experience with Madonna outside of Bring Your Love was what I've been listening to on the channel. And that's, the most recent Madonna album I listened to was over 20 years ago at this point. So going into this, I was very curious how I would like it. And overall, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, you know, we'll get into my top songs and everything, but just as an album, I mean, it's a jam for like the first half. A lot of the songs blend into each other. You get that dance, that club vibe. And then in the second half, it kind of slows down. We get really a collection of different styles throughout the whole second half where it's not all just slow ballads. You get a lot of different stuff. I mean, if I look through the back half of this album, Love Without Words, Bizarre, School, Fragile, Betrayal, The Test, LES Girl, those are all like completely different tracks, completely, different sounds, production, instrumentals. Like it was surprising to me, where I guess she has done this a little bit in the past, but where like the first half is very cohesive and then the second half is different, except it wasn't as if the second half was cohesive on its own. It was just like a whole mix of things. I guess we have seen that before, but as to where something on Like a Prayer that was kind of disappointing, here I enjoyed it. Here it was nice to get all these different kind of sounds in the second half. Um, Now I wouldn't argue with saying the first half is still the stronger half. There's probably most of my favorite songs are gonna come from that first half. But I really enjoyed this one, and honestly, I don't think there are really any. Maybe that the song "My Sins Are My Savior." I didn't connect too much with that one, and then "Love Sensation" just sounded so much like "Bring Your Love" that to me it's like if you're gonna have two songs that sound that similar on the album, I'm just gonna listen to whichever is the better one, which is "Bring Your Love" in my opinion. But besides that, I really connected with all of these tracks. So I'm gonna try to do a top three here. Um, I gotta say, honorable mention is School. I really liked School, and again, I'd have to get listen to it a few more times. But the concept of that, like Madonna's gonna take you to sex school, basically, and the lyrics in that I thought were really good, and some of the stuff she did. So I really liked that one, but I have to listen to it a few more times to know how I feel about it because it was interesting. But yeah, there are so many songs on here that it's gonna be tough. But I think I'm gonna go not in order yet, but Bring Your Love, Everything, and Bizarre are the 3 that are sticking out to me. Also, Love Without Words. I feel like Love Without Words and Bizarre are kinda battling for that number 3 spot, but Bring Your Love and Everything were both great. I'm just my personal bias. I'm a huge Sabrina fan. I'm gonna go Bring Your Love is still my number one. And a lot of times I'm disappointed when the lead single is my favorite track from the album, but it really was made with exactly the type of stuff that I would like in a song, in a Madonna song. And then also has Sabrina Carpenter, so it's a little bit tough to beat. But that's gonna be my number one. Everything though was my favorite of first time listens on this. The bluntness of it and the whole, I don't fuck with it. I still wish that was the title. I was kind of, poking fun at it during, but I actually really, really liked it. And I had probably the most fun out of any of the tracks listening to that. Danceteria was really good too. I mean, a lot of these tracks, I mean, I Feel So Free, Good for the Soul, really all the, these were all really good, but just the overall highlights to me. So number two, I'd put Everything, and then Love Without Words is probably what I would slot into number three, but like Bizarre was really good. Those first two tracks were a lot of fun. Danceteria was good. So just, I really, really liked this album. As a matter of fact, off of a first time listen, obviously keeping into mind, my age, the type of music I listen to, all of those things, it might slot above the first Confessions for me. Now, Confessions does have Hung Up, which is still my favorite Madonna song and, is my favorite above any of the tracks on this album. But outside of Hung Up, I think that I might overall on a first time listen have enjoyed this one more, which is surprising to me. But they're both really good. But I think Confessions 2 would slot right in there with the debut album and Confessions 1 in that like spot of right below my two favorites. Of course, my two favorites being Like a Prayer and Music. So that's about best case scenario. I mean, I guess best case scenario would have been that this was my favorite Madonna album, but that would have been pretty crazy. But really, I really enjoyed this one. I'm not disappointed at all. When I woke up today and I saw it was an hour and 16 tracks, I went, okay, Madonna, do we need 16 tracks? But honestly, I don't think there's anything I would really cut here. It's a good album. It's a good 16 track album. If you've been along with me on this Madonna journey, it is not over, but this kind of rushed part of it is in terms of listening to 10 albums in 2 months to get to her new one. That has been a lot of fun, but I'm kind of glad it's over because I was stressing out about catching up to that point. So now at this point, I can take my time with it. I'm still probably just going to continue listening in order in terms of the albums. But you guys can let me know. I can go back because I did skip over some soundtrack albums. I'm Breathless, and then I think there was a second one I did not listen to because they were listed as soundtrack albums. I could do those. I could jump into whatever her album after Confessions one was. We can keep going in that way. So let me know if you're here on the Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, I know that there's still 5 more album reactions that came before this that haven't come to YouTube. Those will be coming. But if you want to listen to all of those right now and all of my future Madonna ones much earlier than YouTube, you can check that out over on my Patreon. Let me know what you thought of Confessions 2, Madonna's new release album, what your favorite tracks from it were, how you compare it to Confessions 1, or just her discography as a whole. And I will see you next time.